We're live.
Okay. Um, so, Matt, Nicole, the amount that we came up to cover you for is $30. Where did we come up with $30? Well, it's based on our hour of power principle. What we do is we take an hour of your week, Matt, and an hour of your work week, Nicole, put that together, and that's what we're looking at. So that the principle behind that is, if your boss were to come to you and say, "Hey, you've been doing a great job. We're going to reward you with an extra hour of work." You're not going to come home, buy a new car, or buy a boat, right?
Absolutely not.
Okay. In the contrary, if you were to take an hour work week away from you and see if you had a permanent hour a week, are you gonna come home, have a garage sale, and start selling everything to try and make ends meet?
No.
Exactly. So you can agree that 1 hour either way isn't gonna make or break you.
Yeah.
But this is just so that you can pay yourself first, make sure everything that your family's taken care of, and then we can go from there.
Perfect.
Have you guys ever been on the financial side of a funeral before?
I can't say that I have. I mean, I've seen people go through it, but I haven't been on the financial side myself.
No, you're one of the lucky ones then. If you don't mind me asking, the people that you've seen go through it, do you have any idea how they paid for it?
Not too sure. I just know it was definitely expensive.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, they must have had some sort of life insurance policy or something.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, the average cost for a funeral nowadays is about $14,000.
Mm-hmm.
The way that would work, the way it used to work, is you could take a life insurance policy to the funeral home, it would hold that collateral until the life insurance policy paid out.
Mm-hmm.
Insurance companies used to have to pay out on that policy within 24 to 60 days. Now they can hold on to that policy.
For the guess, interest or making sure they're dead, something like that.
It's actually is interest.
Yeah.
The longer they can hold on to that money, keep it invested, the more money they make for themselves.
Gotcha.
It's pretty many things, but the fact of the matter is it happens. And a lot of these big funeral homes nowadays are actually asking for half, if not all, of the cost up front.
Wow.
I don't know about you, but I don't have a spare $14,000 laying around.
Not for a funeral.
Exactly. So that's why we have this. This is our freedom of choice policy. So the way this would work is you would take this in the event of, say, Matt, you passed. Nicole would take this to any funeral home in the country. It's permanent, portable. You take it anywhere. Funeral homes respect that unions like yours, they know they're going to get paid. At the end of the day, that's honestly what they care about. Going to flip this over. She's going to negotiate whatever arrangement she wants. She's going to negotiate a price. As long as she keeps that price under $30,000 for you, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Adversely, if you keep her funeral under $30,000 as well, there's no out-of-pocket cost.
Yeah.
So, like I said, she's going to negotiate that price. Write it on this top line here. She signs under beneficiary. Funeral director signs under witness. She's allowed to go home with the family in their time of need. Funeral director's going to flip this over. He's going to call our corporate office right here in Syracuse. He's going to ask you, one, were you enrolled in the program, which you are. Two, how much money did you have to work with? Now, that funeral director knows you had $30,000 to work with. How much do you think that funeral is going to cost?
$29,999.
If you're lucky, he might even put you to 31.
Yeah.
Shouldn't work that way. We don't let it work that way. What we do, we cut a check for the exact amount that's written on that line. Not a penny more, not a penny less. The rest goes straight to your beneficiary. So, Matt, that would be Nicole. She can use that however she needs to. You can put on the table, whatever the needs may be at that time. This is the cleanest, most compassionate way we can think of how to handle something like this. And it happens to all of us. It's going to happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of a prepaid funeral or anything like that?
Yeah, pre-arrangements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This works exactly the same way, but there are certain caveats to that. First one being, this is backed by your life insurance. So the way a pre-arranged funeral works is you pay into it, let's say $100 a month.
Mm-hmm.
You die 2 months down the road. What do you have into that?
$200.
I mean, it's better than nothing, but that's not even close to the $14,000, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So the next section down here is honestly what most of our members post. These are our hospital supplements, our living benefits. So I'm gonna stop killing you guys and just hurt you a little bit. So you can
Appreciate that.
So the first benefit with us is any accident at all. So cut that needs stitches, allergic reaction to a bee sting, poison ivy, coming down the stairs, twist your ankle,
Mm-hmm.
whatever happens. As long as you see a healthcare provider within 72 hours, so urgent care, quick med, even your primary physician, we're going to write you a check for up to $200. That check comes right to this home. It's in your name. You can do whatever you need with it. So the next section is, say you're leaving for work in the morning. It's a little bit early, having got to wipe all the crust out of your eyes. Still got that morning breath. I don't know if you had a chance to brush your teeth when you left.
Been there.
But you're driving. Pull up to a stop sign. You think you're ready to go. It's a little foggy. You start to ease out, and then wham! That's all you hear. Next thing you know, you're waking up in a hospital bed. Every day that you're confined to that hospital bed, you're covered for $400. I mean, that's just because if you're in a hospital bed, you're probably not getting your check from work, are you?
No.
You don't have that income coming in. Exactly. Going back to that analogy, if you're in the hospital for 10 days, $400 a day, it's $4,000. Check written to you, this address, you can do whatever you need with it.
Wow.
If, let's say, that car accident's a little worse, you end up in the ICU, you're actually guaranteed $800 a day. Thought behind that being, one, you're in the ICU, medical bills are probably a little higher.
Yeah.
You're gonna need a little extra help. And two, Matt, if you're in the ICU, who's right there next to you?
Nicole.
Exactly. She's gonna be watching over you, making sure everything's okay. So you're not getting her anymore either. Now, that is capped at 14 days.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Even if you use, say you're on your 15th day in the ICU,
Mm-hmm.
you don't lose the money entirely. It just reverts back to that $400 that we talked about before. And you're good for that for the rest of the year. 365 days,